I want to go to former clerk for the late Justice Scalia, Ed Whalen, on all of this. Ed, been fascinating watching the hearing today. It feels like the nature, the sort of, I don't know, the folksy nature of Gorsuch and his answers have overcome most of the animosity, at least the animosity and the disdain that normally would be dripping on the sleeves of Democrats. But they're still trying to box him in and frame him in a certain way, aren't they?
Well, they're trying to, but frankly, I don't think they've scored a point all day long. Judge Gorsuch has been calm and composed and eloquent. He's explained his record powerfully, and the Democrats are trying to hit him with all sorts of things, but I don't think anything is sticking.
One of the big concerns seems to be, will he have the ability to ever go against President Trump, the man who's thrusting him into the potentially becoming the dream job for, I guess, anyone who enters the legal profession. And on more than one occasion, he has said, no one is above the law. Are you satisfied with his answers with respect to those questions?
Absolutely. I think everyone who knows Judge Gorsuch knows that he is a very independent judge. The ABA, when it reviewed him and gave it its highest rating, recognized that. So I don't think there's any actual basis for concern that he would do anything other than rule on the law in cases involving whoever the party is, including the president.
Ed, the most agonizing point that I could see was when Alphonse Madden versus Trans Am Trucking was brought up. A decision that Gorsuch said he made based on the law, but one that he even wrote was tough. It was painful to make. A man who was caught in a tough situation where he felt like he was freezing to death. He made a decision to be safe. He came back and did a job that he was supposed to do initially, but he was still fired. And at the time, Neil Gorsuch found for the company that fired him.
Well, again, the narrow legal question in the case is whether a specific whistleblower statute gave Mr. Madden protection. That statute applied only when a trucker refused to operate his vehicle for safety reasons. As Judge Gorsuch explained, Mr. Madden, rather than refusing to operate his truck, operated his truck and drove away contrary to the directions of his employer. So one can have all sorts of sympathy for Mr. Madden's plight. It's a terrible situation. But that doesn't mean that federal law confers on him a right not to be fired by his employer. We have a system in which employers, generally speaking, have broad reign to fire or hire as they see fit.
And before I let you go, I want to ask you, as someone who clerked for Justice Scalia, do you feel like Neil Gorsuch is the right person to fill that seat, so to speak? Not the shoes, but certainly this seat.
Well, I think he's a very worthy successor. He's a dedicated originalist and textualist, someone whose understanding of the law has been very shaped by Justice Scalia. He writes with force and clarity and verve. He's a very deep thinker, so I think Justice Scalia would be very proud.
Ed Whalen, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.